Welcome everyone, the winner here. Royal Champion is the newest hero in Clash Mini, and today we're going to look at what I believe is the best Royal Champion deck. This deck is amazing and has some serious damage output. We've got the P.E.K.K.A. for tanking and heavy damage, as well as Lumberjack to rage our minis. Dark Goblin can unload insanely fast if left unattended. Archer and Miner can deal some back row chip damage, and of course the Royal Champion, whose super can wipe the board of all enemies. If you don't have all of these minis, I have some replacements. For instance, Mega Knight or Giant Skeleton can be used instead of the P.E.K.K.A. because you just need a tank. Spear Goblin can also replace either of the 2-cost minis. I'd recommend Prince instead of Miner as well, but since most people only have a 0-star Prince, I'd recommend Miner for now. Okay, so hopping into the first battle in Fishtown, I'm going to talk about the placement strategies for this deck. The first thing you want to do in any match is get your P.E.K.K.A. down in front. Its tankiness provides protection for the Royal Champion, allowing her to charge her super. This means also playing a Miner or an Archer, as you'll only have 2 elixir left over. In this case, we're also playing another Royal Champion who's using an Archer, but they also invested in a 1-star Miner, which isn't going to provide much protection for their Royal Champion, allowing us to get an attack from our P.E.K.K.A. with our Royal Champion, whose shield is going to help take out their Miner, and our P.E.K.K.A. is going to take out their Archer, and we're going to get an easy first round win. In the second round, try and play your Dark Goblin and your Lumberjack. They are your support minis, Lumberjack raging your troops, and Dark Goblin unloading heavy damage. I like to play the Dark Goblin behind the P.E.K.K.A. and Lumberjack diagonally behind, so his rage will hit them both. As long as you're making sure that they're not all in the same column, you're good to go. In this case, the enemies used a Prince, knocking our P.E.K.K.A. to the back, which is okay because Lumberjack can step up to tank, and the P.E.K.K.A. will just take out their enemy Miner. A rage from the Lumberjack is all we need to make sure that we get another victory in round 2, putting us at a massive lead against this other opponent. In round 3, play your last mini, and I like to upgrade my P.E.K.K.A., but you could also upgrade whatever mini you feel is most useful. I prefer the 2nd-star upgrade for the P.E.K.K.A. because I use him as a tank. And 6 seconds of shield to start the match can provide much more tanking, allowing the Royal Champion to charge your super, which is basically the whole purpose of this deck. It looks like the enemy here decided to upgrade his minis instead of placing new ones, which means the outcome of this round will be very similar to last round, with the Prince knocking the P.E.K.K.A. back, which in turn will take out the Miner. All in all, it's an easy 3-0 win against another Royal Champion deck. Hopping into tips for the specific maps, in Electro Valley, only ever play your Royal Champion or your Lumberjack on the charging tile, as they're the only ones that could ever use it. If you're not going to use it at all, try to avoid playing any minis in that column, as opponents will try and likely counter the charging tile by playing, for instance, a Spear Goblin against it. In this match against another Royal Champion, they played their tank in the same row as the Royal Champion, providing low tanking value. Our Royal Champion also locks onto their Dark Goblin immediately, which knocks out their main damage dealer right off the bat. Some mistakes by the opponent lead to a very easy first round win for us. It looks like here in round 2 that I've got the charging tile near the front, but also on the side, which is a pretty decent spot for Lumberjack. I'm playing the Dark Goblin behind the P.E.K.K.A. as per usual, and Archer and Royal Champion in the back, since I haven't played any minis that hit the back like Miner or Archer yet, so I don't have much to be worried about. This round they played a Spear Goblin across from our charging tile, but Lumberjack has enough HP to shake it off. The P.E.K.K.A. is hit by the Lumberjack's rage, which is always a bonus. Their Giant Skeleton provides a problem from us with his big bomb hitting basically all of our minis, but the Royal Champion paired with the Archer is enough to make short work of the rest of their team. Moving on to the next map, Healing Temple, it's important to heal the minis that matter most, often your P.E.K.K.A., your Miner, or your Royal Champion. I left the healing tile this time because I wanted P.E.K.K.A. to stay up front and in the middle, and also thought that there would be a focus of enemy fire around that space. I turned out to be wrong, and we both seemed to have the same start, aside from our heroes being different. Since their Archer is focused on my Royal Champion, my Archer can take theirs out, and the P.E.K.K.As will kill each other. My Royal Champion is able to weaken their Archer Queen enough that when she uses her ability, we can take her out for a round 1 win. Round 2, again we're playing the Lumberjack Dark Goblin combo as there are only 3 cost minis. I left the healing tile again for the same reasons as the first time, and rearranged my troops so that the archer was aiming for the corner with their healing tile, as was my royal champion, because of course they're more likely to play troops around their healing tile. All they played this round was a 1-star Dark Goblin, whereas I played 2 minis. The P.E.K.K.A.s once again kill each other, and their Archer Queen rages their minis with her ability. Thankfully, our Lumberjack also rages some of our minis, and the Royal Champion is able to finish things off by chaining her ability multiple times. Now on to our last map, Banquet Hall. The only minis I'd ever use on the mirror tile are Royal Champion and Archer if it's in the back, or Miner if it's not. In this case, it's not in the back, so I let it be playing my traditional Archer and P.E.K.K.A. start. They played Knight as their tank, and our P.E.K.K.A. is able to make short work out of it. They take out our P.E.K.K.A. though shortly afterwards, leaving us without a tank, but Archer picks off their Dark Goblin, and our Royal Champions duke it out as we take home a win for round 1. In round 2, we are unfortunately unable to get Lumberjack in our rotation, so instead I played Miner on the mirror tile and of course Dark Goblin. This will send 2 minis to their back of their side instead of 1, which can provide a massive advantage if they don't counter it. They played Spear Goblin on their mirror tile, taking out our Dark Goblin immediately. Our miners take them out though as our P.E.K.K.A. goes down. Their knight held on by a sliver of health for enough time that their Dark Goblin and Royal Champion easily take out the rest of our team, unfortunately tying it up 1-1. Skipping ahead to round 4 after a round 3 victory, the mirror tile is in the back so we can put our Royal Champion on it with double shield power. P.E.K.K.A. is of course in the front since we know that they have Spear Goblin, and Lumberjack is right in the middle to try and rage up everyone. I also upgraded Archer to try and take out the minis in their back since her 3-star upgrade lets her shoot faster at the beginning of the match. They clone their battle healer, but luckily for us, our P.E.K.K.A. tanks for so long that the miner is able to wipe their entire back rows alongside our Archer. Our Lumberjack is just spitting out rage spells as the Royal Champions throw both of their shields. Speedy chaos erupts in the end, and we take home a 3-1 victory in this Banquet Hall match. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the update down below in the comments, and while you're down there, let me know what you thought about the recorded audio over the gameplay instead of the text that I usually do. Just wanted to try it out. The winner signing off. See ya.